What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sports Degenerate podcast. We have another waiver wire show for week 4 for the people that are new to this channel. I create a separate episode for each position. So, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end all have their own episode. So, whether you are watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast, check out the feed. The reason I do that is because every fantasy manager has their own needs. So it depends what you need. Go ahead and listen to that episode or listen to all of them. And the criteria I use for these players. All of these players are rostered in under 30% of ESPN leagues. So I use the ESPN site, but whatever site you use, these guys should be pretty available. So that's how we do things. Let's hop into it. I have 8 wide receivers for you guys. Like I said, all under 30% rostered. I'm going to start off with my most favorite and go down to my least favorite. My number 1 pickup this week is Wan'Dale Robinson for the Giants. He's had over 9 points in all 3 games, and he is a solid part of the offense. He is the number 2 target behind Malik Neighbors right now. He gives you like 4 to 5 catches every game, so if you need a plug-and-play receiver this week, he's a good option. Number 2 is Demario Douglas for the Patriots. He is the number 1 target in the offense right now. Last week, he had 9 targets and 7 catches. So he is similar to Wan'Dale Robinson. He's a short slot receiver, doesn't have a ton of upside, but will give you 4 to 5 catches a game. So is a solid option if you need a wide receiver. Number 3 pickup is Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys. He has outperformed Brandon Cooks 2 weeks in a row. I think this might be a changing of the guard. I think he is becoming the number 2 wide receiver for this Cowboys offense, which is valuable for fantasy. And I don't mind starting him this week. He's had a touchdown 2 weeks in a row, has made good catches, and the Cowboys play the Giants, who don't have a good secondary. So he is a solid option for now and for the future. Number 4 is Michael Wilson for the Cardinals. He's been a solid part of the offense this year. He had 8 catches last week, and now the Cardinals play the Commanders, who have been terrible against passing offenses. The only tricky thing with him is that he has competition of Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison, so he isn't guaranteed a lot of volume every week. But in that offense, there's always upside for a touchdown and a big play. So if you need a wide receiver, he's not a bad option. Number 5 is Jalen Nailor for the Vikings. He has flashed these last 2 weeks with over 12 points in both games. Sam Darnold has been looking for him in the red zone, and we all know the Vikings offense has looked elite. The only problem with him is that Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson are hurt and are going to come back at some point. So we just don't know what his role is when they come back. But if those players are out again this week, he is a solid option, 100%. Number 6 is Tutu Atwell. He was the best wide receiver for the Rams last week. He had 13 points. He's always a candidate for a big play. And he has rapport with Matthew Stafford. We've seen him be a solid fantasy option in years past. Number 7 is Xavier Legette for the Panthers. This is more of a stash, but the Panthers offense looked way better with Andy Dalton last week. Legette has upside because he is a good athlete. He was compared to DK Metcalf coming out of college this year, so maybe he becomes more valuable down the line, especially because Adam Thielen is out multiple weeks. Number 8 is Tyler Johnson for the Rams. He wasn't really involved in the offense last week, but we all know the Rams don't have Puka or Kupp, so there's always a chance for more volume because there is tons of targets to go around, and this Rams offense is reliable. They are going to score points. Stafford is going to throw the ball, so Johnson isn't a terrible option if you are desperate. I also want to bring up some streaming defenses for you guys. I have 3 options, all under 30% rostered. So my favorite is the Tennessee Titans. They have been a really good defense this year, And now they play the Dolphins, who have Tim Boyle and Skylar Thompson at quarterback. Sign me up all day. My second option is the Atlanta Falcons. They play Derek Carr. So Derek Carr can always have some interceptions. He showed it last week. And the Falcons played pretty good against the Chiefs. They didn't give up a lot of points. They intercepted Patrick Mahomes. So I don't hate this option this week. And my last one is the Rams. The Rams aren't a very good defense, but they play Caleb Williams, who gets sacked a lot, has turnovers. So it's not the best defense, but I don't hate the matchup. So those are some streaming defenses for you guys. Like I said, I have a separate episode for each position. So check all of them out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love all of you.